Because you have been programmed by the powerless ones to believe that this is not a joyful place to be, that this is a place of sadness, of sorrow, of separation, of disease, of destruction. So because you have believed it, it has created itself that way. You see how simple it truly is. You see how powerful you each are as individual beings, but when you come in mass, it is a tidal wave of disease, of destruction, of despair, of disconnection. Because all of these things, dear ones, come from your disconnection from your divine intelligence, from the soul, from the heart, from even beyond the soul and the heart. Now you cannot be disconnected in truth, but if you believe you are, that then taints and corrupts your experience of connection. You see what we say. So many of you have believed that you have needed to go out there into, we do not call them workshops, we call them sweatshops. Because you go in there with the intention of, I must change myself, I must fix myself, I must get the dents out of my consciousness. You see what we say? We would like you all to drop the notion that you have to go to a workshop. We want you to start changing your language. Because in truth, they have been sweatshops, where you have worked hard, you've pummeled yourselves into submission if you choose. You have tried to change yourselves from the outside in and the inside out. The upside down and the downside up. You see what we say? And laugh about it. Because this is what you have believed, and it has been divine and it has been perfect. For you have needed to go down these roads to understand that you do not need these roads anymore. Now some beings who are beginning their journey in what you call the spiritual one, we do not, we call it the human one, because there is nothing wrong with your spirit. It is perfect. But here is the thing, there is nothing wrong with the human either. You have simply compared yourselves as different to spirit, believing that spirit is perfection, that light is perfection, that we are perfection. But the funny thing is, dear ones, we see you as perfection, perfect as you are. Now, who of you would go out and judge a bunch of leaves on a tree? Who of you would go out in autumn and say, this one is more orange than this one, so this one must be better than that one? No. You look at both and go, aren't they magnificent? Who compares one rose to another? You don't. The scent is the same, no matter what it looks like in its form. Your scent is your spiritual being. It is all the same. But as humans, you are perfect because you are individually perfect. You are exquisite because you are so different from one another. But what is untouched and uncorrupted is the scent of the spirit. And this is the funny thing, when you finally get to the spirit, you go, well, what's this all about really? Because that is always the same. You have come into humanness for diverse, variable experiences, diverse emotions, diverse thoughts, diverse tastes, to meet other diverse people, all unique. You understand what we say? So, again, intention. You have been seeking your spiritual paths, trying to get off your human ones. That is not a good intention. Because you cannot escape what you have created, and you have created yourselves as human beings. Nobody, no judging God has put you here in a human suit that feels physical pain, anguish and despair. You have put yourselves here. Now, the moment you can take responsibility for that and say, yes, I have chosen to be a human being because I wish to assist God to experience itself at such a depth as it has not before, then you will understand that you in fact are masters. Because we will continue to say this till you remember it, that you are all human masters. Because you have had the courage as souls to come into a physical suit with an emotional body and an ego mind. That takes mastership. Do not believe for one moment that you are less than any master, guide or angel, because a lot of them have not had the courage to come into this plane of existence, this plane of consciousness yet. You are leading the way for many different beings, including your star brothers and sisters. They watch you in awe.